Hi guys and welcome to this lecture. In this lecture I will show you how to insert data into the table using MySQL queries. So first let's start our Apache server and then let's start the MySQL server. Okay, so now let's create our PHP file. Okay, gonna save that so it gives me the PHP syntax. Go it in this folder. Gonna call this one insert data.php. Okay, so in here we can add our variables to connect to the database. There's lots of ways to connect to the database, but sometimes it's better to use this one. So when you change the database, you don't have to change your hard code, you just change the variables. So the database host is localhost and database user, in my case it's root, and database password, I'll just have it pass is none. Okay, then we create a variable to connect to our database. So what this variable is gonna do, can I take MySQL connect. It takes three variables: the host, the database username, and the database password. So for the host, it's gonna be database host. For the username, database username, and for password, can be database password. Okay, and then we can use an if function to evaluate if the connection was correct. So with if something went wrong with the connect variable, we're gonna die and we're gonna give us this message: could not connect to the database. Okay, so we can give it MySQL error so we can debug it and fix the problem. Oops, okay. Then gonna have a function, not a function, sorry, a variable called SQL. This variable is gonna have our query, which will insert the data we want into the table we need it to insert into. We have insert into, okay, and then we put our table name. In this case I'm gonna insert it into the table search with the double H. Okay, and here we're gonna put the columns we're gonna insert stuff into. So the title and description, then the keywords column, and the link column. We're gonna add the ID column because it auto increments and it's primary, so we don't need to. And in here we're gonna have our values that we're gonna insert. So that would be, so basically the values is gonna insert the first thing we put it into title. The second thing is gonna go into description, the third keywords, and so on and so forth. So for the title, just gonna insert Yahoo, for example, again. Oh, not again, that's a new database doesn't have Yahoo yet. And for description, just gonna put not so good search engine. Okay, then for keywords, with search engine, web site, I don't know, just some keywords there. And for the link, can have http yahoo.com. Okay, then we need to close this, not like last time when I forgot to close it. Okay, so now we're gonna select the database. So we have MySQL, select database. In our case, we're gonna select tutorial. Sorry, I need to put it here, I guess. Tutorial. Okay, and we can create a new variable. Can call it add, for add data. You can call the variables whatever you want, but I'm just gonna call it add. Okay, gonna run MySQL query, and our query basically is gonna be the SQL query, and it's gonna take the connect function, connect variable as well. They're gonna put an if statement. If something went wrong with add with our query, just gonna die and printout could not add data to the database, and we're gonna give ourselves a nice MySQL error. So if everything went smoothly and correctly, hopefully, we're gonna echo data entered successfully. And of course, we're gonna use MySQL close to close our connection. It's always best practice to close our connection with the database. So that's our code for now. Let's run it. Let's hope nothing too bad happens. Oh, nothing too bad can happen, but you know. So we're gonna go to our localhost. Not here. Gonna go localhost. Wait, what did I save it? To just check real quick. So okay. Localhost search insert data.php. Okay, so we have an error in our SQL query. Let's go ahead and check that. Hopefully it shouldn't be problem. Here, I forgot to add the closing brackets. So now we should have everything in one column. Did I spell description wrong? Not sure. Let's see how did I type it in the PHPMyAdmin. So if we go to our tutorial and search double H, go to columns, description. Oh my god, I spelled description wrong. Sorry, as you might know, I'm not a native English speaker, so I might have problems. So here you go, data entered successfully. If we check it, if we go here to, to view the table, here we can see Google. I entered those data before to test up my code, and then we have our Yahoo, the things we entered. So if we want to change it, let's say we want to enter, I don't know, YouTube. I'm gonna, for description, just call it the best video, I guess, sharing website. For keywords, I go put video, music. It has music, lots of music. I think that's how I spell music. Music, I don't know, vines, cats. YouTube has lots of cats. And crazy people. Okay. So if you change this to www.youtube.com, save it and run our script, check our database again, and you can see we have YouTube here. So basically, to improve our code or to make it useful, because this code is just, you can see it's back end, you can add front end to it. I'm not gonna cover front end, but anyone who has experience with PHP should know how to do it. So basically, just add a form, and you add where users can put title and description, keyword and link, and then instead of being these values, you just link them using a get method or a post method. So it shouldn't be that hard. And so that's it. That's our lecture for today. Thank you for watching the lecture, and I hope you enjoyed it and learned something new from it. If you have any questions, just email me or comment on the lecture thing in Udemy, I think. Yeah, I'll go. So thank you and keep on going.